Hello everyone, welcome. In the previous video, we demonstrated that how the sharing of Google spreadsheets can be done. So let us continue with exploring more functions of Google spreadsheets. Again, we'll click on the Google Apps button after we have logged in our Gmail ID, and we can click on Sheets. So we'll be able to see that what different sheets we have already created. The last sheet that we had created was by the name of this demo sheet. So we can click on the demo sheet and see that what we had created for our students. We started with the name, roll number, class, and new skills developed during the period of lockdown. So we had created this file so that we can fetch some information from our students. Also, what we can do, specific some assignments or some calculations that are required specifically in the subject of accountancy or mathematics. The figures and everything can be mentioned in form of a spreadsheet, and the spreadsheets can be shared with the students, and every student can be asked to see the spreadsheet and then post a solution or send a solution to the respective faculty member. Maybe the solution can be written in another Google spreadsheet which can be shared with the teachers, or in any other manner as desired by the respective faculty member. Now, talking about the different features of the Google Sheets, for instance, as we mentioned earlier, that in order to avoid any kind of confusion amongst students, it is always advisable that we mention the roll numbers here. Now, I have just written 1, 2, and 3. We can select these cells, and at the bottom right, we have this small square appearing. If I place my cursor, so the pointer gets changed to a plus sign. I can drag it down and I can see that those numbers have been extended to 26 now. So suppose I am expecting that I would need the 26 students to reply back to this Google spreadsheet. So their roll numbers have been added. Now roll number 1 can add his or her class, name, and the new skills developed in this particular cell. Now, after creating the basic spreadsheet, sometimes we also want that some formatting can be done on the spreadsheet. So, talking about the specific feature that Google Sheets have, but the Microsoft Excel generally doesn't provide us, is a button of Explore. If you can see here in the bottom right, we have an Explore button. Once we click on it, it will by default show us some ways through which we can beautify the content and through which we can make the work done in the Google spreadsheet more attractive and more useful. For instance, here it is already giving us some suggestions that what can be done. It is giving us that you can make a histogram, you can calculate median of the roll numbers. Right now we don't need that. Further, it is giving us some formatting options. For instance, let us click on this option and you can see we didn't have to select any kind of cell or any rows, which we have to do in case of the Microsoft Excel, but here in Google Sheets we are conveniently doing this. We can change the colors as per our desired option. We can also go for editing. Further, once we receive the data, as here we have mentioned just the roll numbers, so and already a pie diagram have been created. Now again, if the spreadsheet has been created where we have received some responses from students, automatically with the Explore button we can see that how we can represent the added information in different formats. So this is actually a kind of magic button that helps us to identify and analyze the content that has been mentioned, the figures that have been mentioned in the Google spreadsheet. Simply speaking, basically Google spreadsheet provides lot of features which are very different from Microsoft Excel, but it is a more collaborative feature and more a user friendly feature. But yes, there are a number of advanced functions that are available only with Microsoft Excel and not available with Google spreadsheet. Now, we have some more options that Google spreadsheet provide us that we'll explore in a few minutes. So, further, as we know that in case we create a Google quiz using Google Forms, so we can actually download all the responses in form of a Google spreadsheet. Google spreadsheet also provides us a direct option that we can create a Google form. If we click on tools here, the very first option that we have is create a form. Once we click on it, so what will happen that we will be able to directly open a Google form with the very same title as we had kept for this particular page, as we had mentioned demo sheet as the name of a Google sheet. With the very same name, we have another form created here. So Google Sheets incorporates one of the features of Google collaborative tools named as Google Forms. So here what we can do, we can add the desired questions that we want to have, and whatever responses will be received in this Google form will be automatically saved in this Google spreadsheet in this tab. If you can see, the moment I clicked on tools and then create form, this new tab has been activated. And if I click on the tab, you can see so far it is just showing me two columns, that is the timestamp and the untitled question. The timestamp is the default column that we can see when we create any kind of Google spreadsheet through the Google form, because it records that what kind of time and at what date the particular response has been submitted. And here, the first question that has been mentioned in the demo sheet of the Google form right now is only the untitled question. If I go back and show you here, it's untitled question. In case we change the question here and we write here, how do you rate your experience? For instance, without making any change in case of the responses here. Now let's go back to demo sheet and you can see, instead of untitled question here, now the question appearing is how do you rate your experience? So whatever changes are being made to any Google form that we have created here will automatically be reflected in this particular demo sheet. Now taking you back to the sheet 1 that we had just created and talking about few more features of Google spreadsheet. If we talk about the different file formats in which we can save the data that we had entered, so the very first option here is share, that we had already discussed about. We can open a new spreadsheet. We can open it from a template. We can open a document, a presentation, a form, or a drawing. Then we can also open an existing Microsoft Excel file available in our systems or any spreadsheet available in our systems, and it can be viewed in form of a Google sheet, and all the functions and tools available with Google Sheets can be applied to that respective spreadsheet. We can also import some spreadsheets, we can make a copy. And now coming down to what different file formats are available, this Google spreadsheet can be downloaded in form of an Excel file, in form of the open document format, then in PDF format, in form of web page as well, in the comma separated values, that is the very common, the .csv file, and the tab separated values also .tsv file, which is required in some specific cases. Further, if we want to email the spreadsheet as attachment, generally what happens, we open our Gmail ID, we click on compose, then we attach the respective file, we enter the email ID, we type a message and we send. Google spreadsheet makes the work more easier. You can directly email the spreadsheet since it has been attached to your email ID. So all you need to do is the person to whom you want to send, that is the recipient's ID is to be mentioned here along with the message. Also, you can change that in which format do you want to share this file. And once everything is done and you have mentioned the email ID, for example, we mention it here, and any message that you want to type, and you can just click on send and the mail is being sent. So it has made the work of sending an email very easy. Further, just as a Google Doc is available offline, similarly, a Google spreadsheet can also be available offline. As already talked about the version history, that means what changes have been made either by the owner of the spreadsheet or by the people with whom the spreadsheet has been shared. They can see that what changes have been made. Remaining functions are similar to what are available in Google Docs and in Google Slides. Then specifically, there are some add-ons which helps in analyzing data in a much better manner, which can be explored through this option of get add-ons. So Google Sheets provides us with number of features that we can use to make it as a good collaborative learning tool. Also, it can be used for sharing some content with students as well as for sharing some content with faculty members and also for gathering some data. For instance, right here, we had made the columns of name, roll number, class, and the new skills developed. We can also use it for entering the roll number, name, and then we can mention the email IDs of students, and we can share the respective Google Sheet with the students, and then we can ask them that in case any student has any correction in the email ID that has been mentioned in the sheet, he or she can edit it. So the faculty member can instantly identify and check that whether the student has made any kind of change in the email ID or not, and whether all the students have mentioned or have approved that their email IDs are correct. So These were some basic features of how the Google spreadsheet can be used. So in the next videos, we'll talk about some more tools. Till then, stay tuned everyone. Thank you.